It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Clippers playing against the Minnesota Timberwolves at Target Center. Looking at Minnesota, coming into tonight, a couple of goals they have. Stay aggressive on both ends, but also play with efficiency. It's a delicate balance, but they know it's the key to playing their best ball. And for Karl Anthony Towns, just last season, GMs voted him the player they'd most like to build a team around. Shaq, I can't think of higher praise than that.
That's because Big Cats is a perfect example of the modern-day center. Can do it all, Ernie, on both ends of the floor.
I really like his game.
I agree. He's a terrific scorer on three levels. And that's pretty impressive. He can do it on the box, the mid-range, and the three-ball, Ernie.
Yes,
he has a lot of years left in him. He can make a big impact. I probably would want to start a team with him as well.
Kevin Harlan will have the call. Game's about to start. We'll see y'all later.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Home court belongs to the Timberwolves in this one as we bring you a Western Conference matchup here live from the Target Center in Minneapolis. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, Jimmy Butler was the 30th overall pick in 2011, and he never forgets the hard work that made him a star out of a small town in Texas. Now, he says, I think it comes from not having much all my life. Coach Thibodeau said he became an all-star, got paid. None of that changed him. I don't think you can change him. Guys?
Great story, David. Thank you. There is no shortage of athleticism in this one. Both teams, Doris, can simply outrun you, rise above you. But now they face each other.
What's better than watching high flyers face off? Who is going to put down a poster dunk in transition? Who is going to be on the highlight reel on the gift that you see over and over? Electric athleticism. Let's tip it up, Kevin.
Absolutely. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And the Clippers starting five. Bradley and Gallinari are the wingmen. Harris and Gortat are up front, and it's Beverly in at the one spot. Now here's Beverly. Harris passes to Gortat. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Gortat's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Clippers.
When he gets that close, more often than not, Gortat is going to convert.
To the inside, and the dunk by Towns.
Boy, nice feed, leading him into some space. A nice catch on the run, too. Wow.
And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. Outside Bradley. Gallinari against Gibson. Now, here is Gallinari. He's covered closely. Clock at 4. Puts up a 3. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Wiggins left side. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, you think about Andrew Wiggins, guys, signing that max deal in 2017. Timberwolves ownership, though, wanted to sit down with Wiggins to hear him commit to being a better player. Pretty unusual stuff.
The first free throw is good. And on the heels of that contract extension, all of Andrew Wiggins' shooting percentages fell last season. Doris, you think a cause for concern for the Timberwolves?
Well, I think obviously, Kevin, anytime you've committed almost $30 million a season to one guy, the expectations are going to be sky high. For me, Andrew Wiggins needs to just stay consistent. We are talking about a guy with elite athleticism, plenty to take advantage on the offensive end. It's a question for me of, does Andrew Wiggins want to be great? Because the potential is there.
T kicks to Towns. He dishes it to Butler. Back to Towns. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
The timing that Towns has is admirable. So fantastic at getting the shot off before a defender can react.
Back to Beverly. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Harris drives in. Over Gibson. Again, Los Angeles.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
T kicks to Towns. Ball's knocked loose. Gibson tries again. Changes up. And Towns finishes inside. Towns has got 6.
Fact of the matter is, Karl Anthony Towns could be a menace on the glass. Good luck with this guy.
Beverly finds Gortat. And here's Bradley. Gallinari outside. Over Butler. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, it's not the defense that caused that mess. That one's all on him. I think the trade for Jimmy Butler and other veteran signings accelerated the Wolves' rebuild. They are in much more of a win-now mentality. Unbelievable. That's the big cat. So fluid at the center position.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Handle. Here's Beverly. And Gibson sends it back. They recover it. Teague against Harris. Another shot. And he comes up with the deuce. Harris has got his second bucket of the night.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
But, Greg, the defense better start to disrupt his rhythm, or it's going to be an awfully long night for them.
Shots good by Gibson. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Well, Taj Gibson is playing a career high in minutes with the Timberwolves. This guy is in his early 30s. He's kept himself in unbelievable physical shape every single year. He's now healthy. And I'll say this, Taj Gibson is one of those guys you want in the trenches with you. You know what you're going to get on a night-by-night basis.
Minnesota making some changes. Jang, he's checked in for Gibson. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Jeff Teague. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Scotty's checked in for Gortat. Johnson comes in for Gallinari. Lou Williams is checked in for Bradley. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And Doris, you were talking about the responsibility for Taj Gibson with the Wolves. Coach Thibodeau bringing in the seasoned veterans to complement the young talent.
Well, Kevin, Taj Gibson is exactly the kind of influence and teammate you want, both on the floor and in the locker room. Here's a hard-working, defensive-minded player. He's made the playoffs in just about every season he has been in the league. And he has proven on the offensive end that you can play through him in the post. So much to love about Taj Gibson.
So much of being a scorer is finding ways to get open without the ball, Lewis, and there are a lot of guys that do that very well in the league right now.
Well, you think back to guys like Ray Allen, who have retired in the last 5 to 6 years. He was one of the all-time bests. You think back to the Detroit Pistons teams and Rip Hamilton. They set the stage for today's generation. Guys like Klay Thompson and Kyle Korver, who are relentless in their motion and sometimes do it randomly. Outside of the context of the offense, they're just, because they've done it so often, the kind of movement they create puts tremendous stress on your defense.
Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Wiggins. Scott hits them both. Timberwolves leading by 3. Jones looking for an opening. The pass to Towns. Yes, that goes in. Towns has got 10.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Rose. Harris against Jang. Charity stripe shot, and he hits the jump shot. He's got 6.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
Jones kicks to Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And Jang gets it to go.
Yeah, this is the passion we talk about with Gorgui Dieng. Takes the hit, puts it down right in the defender's face.
Passes it to Scott. And that one drops for him. Rose with the ball. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Down low, here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Kevin, the vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others, and this guy is so tough to deal with.
Williams kicks to Harris. And Jones over to help. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Clippers with the ball. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Williams. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots from the elbow. No good there. It's been all about Karl-Anthony Towns for Minnesota. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. One of the most high-powered scorers in the game, Karl-Anthony Towns knows it's important to keep his teammates involved.
You know, everyone has to get some of the sugar, you know, so making sure you're not just being a ball hog. So I'm just always trying to make sure that I'm taking wide open shots that I think everyone in the team would love for me to take if I have the opportunity. But also at the end of the day, making sure everyone gets a chance to be in the candy shop.
Well, when you're attracting, Greg, all that defensive attention, it creates opportunities for your teammates.
And Towns wants to win big. To do that, though, it's not enough to get numbers. You've got to make your teammates better as well.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
I mean, so far that they're not settling for outside shots, really attacking the paint.
I think that's what you've got to do, right? If the looks on the interior are there, you have got to attack.
Down low, it's Jang and Towns. Derrick Rose is out there with Jones, and it's Butler in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
On the catch and shoot, just so relaxed. Almost looks like Towns is playing a game of horse out there.
Karl-Anthony Towns, a tremendously talented scorer, but Dorsey came into the league billed as a potentially foundational defensive player.
And that's interesting, Kevin, because that's the end of the floor where he has work to do. You know, there's so much asked of today's centers. But with mentors like Kevin Garnett, Taj Gibson, Jimmy Butler, you know he's getting the right advice. And boy, what a gifted offensive player Karl Anthony Towns is.
And the shot no good, a bit short. Clippers trail by 3. Williams passes to Johnson, and then Johnson with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Rose kicks to Zhang. Rose against Williams. And finished off by Rose.
Well, Kevin, that's simply about feel, right? Derrick Rose in pick-and-roll situations has such a good feel for the right decision.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Clippers are going in a new direction. Now, Coach Doc Rivers said, we had a shot. I don't think anybody understands how hard it is to win a title. Until you do that, you're going to be frustrated a lot. You have to make tough decisions. Kevin?
Well, they're trying to make the right decisions to rebuild better than before, DA. Thanks. With the analysis, the defensive impact becoming more advanced, Doris, do you think that helps defenders gain recognition even when they're not putting up numbers in individual statistical categories?
Well, think about a recent winner of the Defensive Player of the Year, and that's Draymond Green, whose value becomes into sharp focus, particularly in the fourth quarter of games, when it becomes a possession ball game, and Draymond Green is flying around the floor in help defensive position, covering up for teammates' mistakes. I absolutely think, Kevin, increasingly because of the advanced metrics, that players can be defined outside of points and rebounds. So I love the impact of the numbers.
Minnesota making some changes. Taj Gibson's checked in for Towns. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Jimmy Butler, and it's Teague in for Jones. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Gortat's checked in for Scott. Alinari comes in for Johnson. Bradley's checked in for Williams. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, here is Gallinari. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 4 on the shot clock. Drains the 19-footer. Here's Teague. Outside Rose. He feeds it to Wiggins. Gallinari with the steal. Thornwell, the pass to Gortat. They now take the lead. Gortat's got 6 points.
And another lead change. The fans are really getting their money's worth here tonight.
Well, this is what they pay to see, right? Competitive, close games are simply the best to be involved in.
Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Bradley kicks to Gallinari. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Well, defenders are in the area, and that's all it took to force him to change his release.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
Boy, what a roller coaster career it has been for Derrick Rose. One-time league MVP, now just trying to fit in with the rest of his guys. This is not an easy transition.
And he can't get the first one.
And unfortunately, injuries will always be the concern with Derrick Rose. Still loves the game of basketball, knows he is limited compared to what he once was. Amazing with all he's fought through, he can still perform at such a high level.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Sindarius Thornwell. Good on the second free throw. And with Rose, as you said, his love of the game is still there. And he still wants to play.
I mean, many players would have just walked away from having their body betray him. But Rose said last season he loves what he gets to do and still would be a water boy if he had to. You have to admire Rose's attitude and approach in that regard.
Shots good by Gibson.
It Taj Gibson gets around the rack, you understand this guy is going to make an opportunity.
Harris outside. Lets it go from deep. That shot, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Bradley against T. Pass to Rose. Count it, good. Now it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Harris outside. Here's Gallinari. Los Angeles with another miss. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Wiggins outside. 1:27 left now here in the second. Shot clock at 5. Rose in the post, defended by Beverly, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Jang, and it's Butler in for Rose. Clippers trail by 6. 1:12 left to play here in the half. Harris against Gibson. Harris finds Beverly. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And you gotta like Beverly's shot selection, a quality scorer who cashes in when the D isn't up on it.
Here's Butler. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Butler's got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Court's out with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
And to me, that's all about the body control, right, Greg? I mean, he does such a stellar job sizing up his man and drains it despite having the size on him.
Jones checked in for Jeff Teague. Johnson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Avery Bradley. And Patrick Beverly last season, excited for a bigger role on the Clippers, but knee surgery wiped out his season.
Yeah, and he's in the final year of his contract, Kevin. A lot at stake as he hopes to earn a significant raise from a salary that's been one of the league's best bargains.
Butler, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Butler's got 4 points now in the quarter. Williams against Wiggins. Now here's Williams. From downtown, good on the triple. Williams has got 5. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. With Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, you got some scoring going in that first half. What did you take advantage of?
I'm just finding spots, not chasing it, letting it come to me. Just using what my teammates give me.
Productive half so far, Karl Anthony. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. What a start it was for Karl Anthony Towns. He had 14 points and 2 rebounds. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, their ball movement was phenomenal. Now, they're in good position to win this game, large in part because of those assists. And this is the thing, Ernie. When you win as a team, you feel better about everything that happens.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Well, he made them pay down there. Uses his size and body well to score close to the bucket.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Taking a look at Los Angeles, Harris and Gortat are up front. Bradley and Gallinari are the wingmen. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position. Now here's Wiggins. Over Harris. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 2. Ball's knocked loose. Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Butler. Second shot opportunity, and Towns finishes inside. Towns has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Minnesota. And Los Angeles guys shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Gallinari against Butler. Wiggins right side. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Oh, a ferocious putback. Towns sends it down.
And Beverly kicks to Harris. Back to Beverly. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Gallinari on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Towns. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Butler's got his 4th rebound in this one.
I think the one constant with Tom Thibodeau is you can always hear his voice the entire game. Doesn't matter if you're up 20 or down 20, you will hear Tom Thibodeau on the sideline.
And here's Beverly. After Jimmy Butler made that last three-pointer. Here's the lob for Harris. And there's the pass to Beverly. On the wing, Harris. Over Gibson. That one off the back iron and out. And hearing Coach Tom Thibodeau, some have described his voice as part growl, part bark.
He's very intense, Kevin, and I think the one thing you know about Tom Thibodeau, he likes to say, there is a price to pay. It's all about the work you put in.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, the Clippers have hit the reset button, and you wonder how that affects their head coach, Doc Rivers. Now, he seemed reluctant to lead a rebuild with the Celtics, but he's on board doing it with the Clippers. Even though the Clippers relieved him of his title as president of basketball operations in 2017, Rivers has just signed a new extension that will keep him coaching the team for the next few years. Kevin?
Well, if nothing else, DA, he has guided them through some pretty dark hours. Thank you.
Yeah, and the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
Courtney Dangs checked in for the Timberwolves. Hose comes in for Wiggins. The Clippers also changing it up. Mike Scott's checked in for Harris. Sindarius Thornwell comes in for Bradley. And Gilgeous Alexander is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Now, here is Gallinari. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. Here's Gortat. Looking to end the run. Rebound by Chang.
And, you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
Now here's Rose. He's guarded closely. Chang, high post. Here's Towns. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And now it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
How about Karl Anthony Towns, guys? At the age of 11, guess how tall he was? 6'3". So it was his goal to develop a complete skill set all the way back then. Boy, how about that? Ahead of the game in terms of the NBA.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Kicks it to Gallinari. Outside, Scott. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Kept alive. Here's Towns. Finds it again. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Jones is checked in.
One shot, gentlemen.
And then for the Clippers, Johnson comes in for Gortat. And it's Williams in for Gallinari. The free throw drops for Towns.
Well, a 7-footer who's got guard-like skills, who can shoot the lights out. Karl Anthony Towns is a problem, guys.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. And with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
Scott kicks to Johnson. Passes to Thornwell. Johnson dishes to Williams. Back to Johnson. To the inside. Here's Scott. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Timberwolves leading by 16. Jang inside. Johnson on him. Towns, the pass to Jones. 1:19 left in the third. Another miss by Minnesota. To the inside. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Jones kicks to Rose. There's 53 seconds left in the third. 5 to shoot. The three. They get it back. Butler. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Butler's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Now here's Williams. Here's Scott. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He kicks it to Towns. Shot on the wing. Here's Butler. And the shot goes down. Butler's got 14 points for the game.
Well, Jimmy Butler is capable as an offensive rebounder. You've got to check him out.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll return shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Minnesota, Jones and Wiggins, the backcourt. Butler and Gibson, the duo at forward. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Now here's Butler. Pass to Gibson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And Greg, what's not to like about Taj Gibson?
I mean, he's a hard worker defensively, finishes well inside, he's got the mid-range shooting touch. But what I like most, really, his unselfishness. He started, came off the bench, no complaints. This is a guy that just wants to win.
One shot.
Well, Taj Gibson is a pro's pro. The rugged power forward is known for his consistency. You can count on this guy game in and game out.
Now here's Williams. Harris outside. Pass to Johnson. Good, and Harris gets the assist. 6 points for Johnson.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Jones kicks to Gibson. Inside. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
If you make a mistake against Jimmy Butler, this guy will find a way to make you pay. Pretty pass.
A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Harris outside. Got a piece of it. To the paint, here's Bradley, and the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Timberwolves leading by 17. Jones kicks to Wiggins. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Feet out, and he gets the jumper to drop. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
Now listen, the son of a former NBA player and world-class sprinter. If you're curious where Wiggins' athleticism comes from, now you know.
Now here's Beverly. Here's Williams. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Minnesota making a switch here. Teague's checked in. Gortat's checked in for the Clippers. Gallinari comes in for Lou Williams. Gibson with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, make them foul you to stop you. That's what Andrew Wiggins does.
Shooting for Minnesota, Andrew Wiggins. 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
You know, getting to the line at will nowadays. Wiggins wanting to improve his free throw percentage.
And the second free throw, good. Clippers trail by 20. Beverly looking around. Gallinari inside the three-point line. That shot is off.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
The shot's good. 6 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Oh, really smooth. Andrew Wiggins with the terrific mid-range game.
Harris outside. It's Gortat, top of the key. Five on the clock. That's short off the rim.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
Butler kicks to T. Back to Butler. Over Beverly. And it's Butler missing. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Over to the wing. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, that play is so much about his reach and determination affecting the game defensively.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you've got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Here's Beverly following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Gallinari with it. They could use a bucket. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Teague against Beverly. Towns is doubled. It's stolen by Bradley. Over in the corner, Beverly. Beyond the arc. And the Clippers miss again. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, with all the work he did at the offensive end, it seemed to me to take a toll on the defenders. They could neither match his energy nor his intensity.
Now here's Teague. Danilo Gallinari unable to get his last shot to go. 6 to shoot. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Bradley deciding where to go with it. Fires the three. Knocks down the three ball.
Well, you love how Avery Bradley rises and fires. He's turned himself into a deadly perimeter scorer.
Teague finds Towns. Here's Wiggins. Another miss by Minnesota. Bradley passes to Beverly. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. With Karl Anthony Towns, you look so calm on the block. What has that focus been like for you?
Just being patient, waiting for my shot to come, not really forcing anything, but also being aggressive.
And you do both very well. Thanks, Kat. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.